And for a look back at the timeline of the case, Antwan Lewis joins us now in studio with more on this. Antwan, how did we get here today?
Oh, yeah. First of all, good evening to you and everyone. But to answer that specifically, the U.S. Constitution guarantees Americans a right to a swift and speedy trial, which is certainly the case here. And this trial and its backstory make up for one of the most sensationalized cases in recent memory.
The timeline of the sex trafficking case against Sean Diddy Combs begins in November of 2023, when former girlfriend Cassie Ventura sued Combs, alleging years of physical and sexual abuse, including rape. Other women and men come forward with similar allegations. Soon thereafter, Combs denies the accusations. In March of 2024, federal agents searched Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. Recovered were drugs, weapons, and more than 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil. Supplies, investigators say, were used for sex party marathons that Combs referred to as freak-offs. And then in May, disturbing video surfaces showing Combs brutally attacking Cassie Ventura in the hallway of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. The video goes viral, and the hip-hop mogul is forced to address public shock and outrage over his behavior.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted.
Manhattan authorities arrested Sean Diddy Combs in September of 2024, and federal prosecutors outline a damning indictment against the hip-hop mogul, accusing him of sex trafficking, racketeering, and other charges, they say, that go back to 2008.
As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might.
On May 5th, jury selection begins, with opening statements taking place a week later.
And to talk about that is my colleague here, Lisa Evers. Lisa, you were in the courtroom, and the second witness actually had the most dramatic testimony of the day. Who was he, and what did he say?
Well, Michelle, exactly. I just got out of the courtroom, was there today.
So far, much of the cross-examination here is focused on those text messages and those emails.
Testimony in the U.S. versus Sean John Combs wrapped up 7 weeks later. The fate of the 55-year-old in the hands of 12 of his peers by June 30th. And on Tuesday afternoon, July 1st,
a note to the court saying we have reached a verdict on 4 of the 5 counts in this case. That came as a tremendous surprise to people. Remember, we're only on day 2 of the jury deliberations.
The final mixed decision coming early Wednesday.
The jury has come back and rendered a not guilty verdict on the most serious charges that Sean Diddy Combs faced. They found him guilty of the 2 least serious charges, and that's transportation for prostitution across state lines.
And there we have it. 7 weeks of testimony, 34 witnesses. Jail time is looking very likely, though not nearly as much as Combs was facing, certainly. But a lot to unpack there as we go back and look at the 7 weeks.